what is it like to be a humanities-focused student at a nursing-focused school? So, Lexi, you were mentioning before, to really, you mentioned that you go to Ursuline and people assume that it's nursing. Here on campus, what does it feel like to be a humanities student when that's maybe not the flagship program?
Um, I don't I don't know how to describe it because it's kind of just like it's all inclusive. So like you can't really tell when you're in class that you're at a school that's like focused, like the main thing that it's known for is nursing because it's all inclusive. Like there are multiple professors that teach multiple different courses. Um, so to me, it really just feels like any other college, except I know that it's different. It's a very different scope in most schools. I definitely I enjoy all the classes that I take. Um, I think all professors through all different majors are very hands-on with their students. There's a lot of one-on-one. I know I've made friends with most of my professors. At least I try to. You always need to have good connections. Um, but I I just think I don't really see much of a difference between like the nursing, like the whole nursing area, and then like the rest of the majors that are offered. I think it's really all inclusive. I see like nursing majors interacting with business majors, and like it's just really the way that I could sum it up is that it's all inclusive. Like there is no separation between majors or students, and it's really great to see that. So
Yeah, definitely. And I think one of the things that you touched on is such an important piece that it is it's already a small school. That's such a benefit of coming to Ursuline, and being in a small program at a small school means that that one-on-one time that you have with professors, with other students, with your advisor, that allows you to really enhance that time and allow that time to really help you grow, and those individual relationships mean that the people that are working with you, the faculty and staff that are providing that individualized support, they've got more time to offer in those smaller programs than maybe in a bigger program like nursing. So I think that piece that you mentioned, Lexi, as well, that one-on-one piece is so important. Do any of our beloved faculty that are joining us want to touch on that piece at all?
I don't know, Hallie, if you want to talk a little bit about the ways we've tried to make it more visible at Ursuline. Um,
I think I do agree that it's very inclusive, but I think for Inscape in particular, it's very hard to get majors who aren't English majors or who don't already love writing. It's hard to get them to understand that Inscape isn't scary. A lot of people are intimidated. They're like, "Oh, well, your magazine is full of people that can write, that can draw, that can paint." But like I've said earlier, backing off of that all inclusivity thing is we are all inclusive. We try our best to include every single person that submits to Inscape, regardless of major, because some of my friends who are nursing majors, they're fantastic writers and they can do like art and they can paint. So I think that little piece is kind of hard in that we try our best to, like, we do a lot of fundraisers. Me and my friends have gone to the store ourselves to buy things for fundraisers. Um, we try to do contests. We make stickers. We try our best to get everyone to realize that Inscape is something fun and something exciting to join, and it's not something that's intimidating. And I think kind of what Lexi was saying, our staff and faculty is really great. I know for me, my high school experience was ruined because of my teachers. But in college, all of my professors were great, and I think it's very important to develop those relationships with your professors, especially the humanities. Like all of the teachers I've had in the humanities like subject have been great. If I'm struggling with something, I'll get an email from Dr. Trostel at like 11 o'clock at night because she's up and she knows that her students need her sometimes, and that can't always happen during the day. And I think another thing is our faculty and staff are very flexible. I think for a lot of people coming into college, it's kind of intimidating because you think that your professors are going to be very hard on you, that they won't understand that you're human too. But I think I know all of my teachers, there's times where it was snowing and I couldn't get to school, or my engine wouldn't start, or I just wasn't feeling good. And I would tell my professors that, be like, you know what, it's fine. Like, it's okay. I'll send you the work. They truly care about you and your feelings, which I think is very important, especially in college for those students who might be a little intimidated.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you were talking, how it reminded me a lot of what Jacob and Katie mentioned in that overview of the program. And as you were saying, all of our students can be creative, can think thoughtfully, can really ask those hard, critical questions and come up with creative answers to them. And I think that just is such a nice microcosm of what that humanities major is all about, right? That these questions aren't just for good writers, right? Being able to communicate isn't just for good writers or good readers. We need, people who are establishing the most advanced science of the day and the most advanced technology of the day. We need them to be good communicators too. We need them to think creatively too. And as you and Lexi both mentioned, it's important that there is that crossover, that inclusion, that's being uplifted across majors and across campus. So thanks for bringing light to that, both of you guys. Did anyone else want to share a piece on that humanities focus at a school that otherwise might be known for a nursing program?
Maybe I'll add oh, I'm sorry. Were you gonna say that? I wasn't the only one who unmuted. I wanted one of the things one of the ways that we put it in bioethics is sometimes that we can notice that we draw a distinction between biological life and biographical life, and of course both are extremely important. Nursing tends to focus, of course, a little bit more on biological life because you're treating, the patient's body. But then, of course, that biology addresses maybe how we live. Biography addresses why we live and what it is about living that's worthwhile and what gives life meaning. So biological life and biographical life, they have a kind of a complementary, almost reciprocal, mutual relationship with one another. And certainly, nursing focuses on one primarily. They're blended, of course, in all cases. But nursing tends to focus on biology. But humanities focus a lot on biography, what makes life